All right, here we go. Can everyone hear me fine? Hey, everyone. Can everyone hear me fine? Someone confirm in here. Good, let's go. Thank you very much. All right. It's not my first live stream, but it's my first one with an audience here. So here we go. So this will be the Zelda 64 live stream with the new maps. We're gonna go through all the maps and go through exploring them and any questions you have here. So let's begin here. All right. All right, so I think we're gonna go and do it like this. We have a bunch of different maps we can go through. A good, how many was there again? I'm just gonna cycle through. I think there's 37 maps here. But yeah, I think we're gonna swap between temples, dungeons, and regular areas just to keep it fresh. So we'll start with the Great Deku Tree. We'll do it as Child Link here. All right, so we're in. All right, so I'm going to turn off the HUD, by the way, just because, just so you guys could see it a little better. And we're going to turn on Moon Jump because we can't get everywhere. And I'm not making a custom ROM from what I'm seeing here. And yes, thanks to Z64ME, also known as Dr. Disco, for making this here. But yeah, I don't make custom ROMs. I explore them. I make videos on the beta of these games here. But I'm not exactly that technical. I'm a video editor, not a game designer. And yes, it's a good website to look through, as z64.me, that is. Anyways, so yeah, we're in the Great Deku Tree here, and it's very different, as we've looked in the previous video before too. And hello everyone, I have not said that yet, have I? But yeah, it's a very tall tower, very different from what we originally saw with the original Zelda 64. But yeah, this is a big spiral here, and to get up, and basically I think the idea is that it was going to replicate Balan Battlefield in the fact that it was going to be a starting area that you cycle through upstairs in a cyclone. I mean, your options right now are going through this ramp here, which I don't think I could jump over to that ledge here. And oh, I could actually jump over that ledge. I can't jump over this ledge, however. And let me see this question. Do you think there will be an Ocarina of Time beta on other carts? Maybe, because the fact that it is a game that had a lot of dev carts on demo at Space World 97 when this game was out. But yeah, this would be a very complicated first dungeon because of how big it is. I'm looking for the first door to enter right now. Give me a moment here. And it looks way better in the beta. I wish we had this, but it is a more complicated one. There's reasons, and I'm gonna actually be exploring that in my next video as to why I think it was removed. But yeah, there's no real way to go up, so we're gonna levitate up. Yeah, I have a levitating thing on. So yeah, let's go into this door here. And yeah, these maps are off the F-Zero dev cart. Oh yeah, there was actually a door back there I missed. But yeah, you were supposed to go through this door originally, go up here, and there's some puzzle apparently here to open this door originally, but it's not activated because these maps are clean, given to us as the original actors, or objects if you don't know the technical terms here, were not recoverable because they're so old. But yeah, we get to this ledge, which we can't get up here. There's no door. So what do we have here then? We have a ladder. So let's go up this ladder. And yeah, none of this is scripted, by the way. So if I ever stop or if I can't think of something to say, understand why. Because everything I do otherwise is scripted for cut content. Then we get to this room. It's on the side. There's a lot of rooms on the side too here. But what I love is these windows here, just giving off this light. And I don't think I saw this light anywhere else in the game. It's very unique to it. It's obviously textured too, as we can see here. And some people have tried to restore some actors in this game. On Twitter, I see a lot of attempts at these, and this tree has more or less been done. And yeah, if regarding the F-Zero game itself, as far as I hear, it was basically the final game on the cart itself. But yeah, just getting to here. This was basically a puzzle you were supposed to do to get up here, which I couldn't, so I levitated up here. And originally, there was a screenshot of this dungeon that was well known. It was around here where Link was not holding that's for sure. But yeah, Link was holding a Deku stick here and just standing by in this old screenshot. But yeah, let's go on to the next room here. Alright, so this one's simple. Just hop over to the next area. This would take you down here, and this would go up. Let's go up here in this battlefield known as Zelda 64. Some people are developing these beta ROMs into ROM hacks, but we'll see what happens. So which way do we go? Do we go up or do we go here? Let's go for a closer door first, because this is probably what you're supposed to do. Which, as we can see, there is really no way to get anywhere else. I'm guessing there was supposed to be something down here. Maybe a treasure chest? I don't know, because I haven't really examined the actors so well that were originally here. Alright, so going up here. And yeah, those windows would be a lot like a Wind Waker Temple's kind of lighting, I guess. I mean, it is a very cartoonish looking one. Maybe that's why they got rid of that. And yeah, the atmosphere is amazing in this one here. And yes, there's been attempts to remake this map with the actors. Some have guessed what there is. Some have done a pretty good job. But let's go into this here. Like, in this very room here, there's probably some enemies I think that you were supposed to fight. I think someone put in all of Goma's eggs in here that you destroyed to open the next door in one of the ROM hacks I saw of this room. And I want to do a beta of Mario World one day. I mean, I'd like to do a beta of a lot of things, but little by little, we're getting through many games. I'm planning to do Sonic the Hedgehog eventually, the first one with the prototype found, in fact. Alright, so going up this spiral staircase here. The interesting thing is there's this bridge here, which leads to nothing. And I'm not supposed to... Anytime you take up the Ocarina, understand, because I mapped the C buttons to a stick, and so if I do accidentally press something, when I press up, that's what happens. But yeah, I'm sure to go in first person. Which someone did a ROM hack here, thinking you go to this bridge here to shoot an eye here to open this door. So yeah, this would actually make sense in some sense here. Alright, moving forward. I mean, there's a lot of these rooms in the middle of this tree inside of a tree. It's a weird design, but it's a good design. So yeah, we're now at a dead end here, but we got a door. And unicorn statues have not been found, nor has the fountain been. I explained it in my previous video if any of you want to check that out. Yeah, here's another room. This one's pretty simple. Maybe there was a puzzle here, I'm not sure. Okay. So yeah, we got more of that beautiful lighting again here. But yeah, I know that you're supposed to go to the end here, probably to get something in this locked room here. Maybe a switch to open up that door right over there. Yeah, that door. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, that door right over there. I think there's probably a switch here, I bet you, to activate that. The Forest Temple has a lot of effects like that lighting, but nothing on that scale, I don't think. It's very different lighting, I think, from this. And this mod was done by Z64.me, which is on YouTube. But yeah, as you can see, I went from that door over here to back to that room with the light down there to get up here. So after I activated probably what is switch to open this door. Yeah, the temple does look like a movement tutorial. It probably teaches you how to do a bit of everything, but it's kind of a long temple here. I think this map could have easily ran on the regular N64. It's nothing intensive. Some maps couldn't because they required either an expansion pack, which didn't exist back then, or the 64DD, which they failed and never was released, and that's why this game was condensed to what we got today rather than the actual one. And my face is all over my page if you guys want to look around. This picture is kind of an avatar of mine which looks like me. Yeah, I have a channel update if you want to see what I look like. I mean, I was gonna actually live stream my face here, but I couldn't get a webcam to work, so we have my little avatar here. I'm not VTubing or anything, but this is all I have right now to go with here. But yeah, this room is a long hallway. Probably someone did actually do a rendition of this hallway where you go and light torches from the beginning through this hallway here and all the way down to here, where it basically opens up one of these two doors. I'm gonna check this door first just to see what's here. So yeah, what we got here is two pillars here. Let's levitate on top of these because I like to cheat, which I failed to even do that. All right, so yeah, I don't know what kind of puzzle would have been going on here, but yeah. But yeah, you're supposed to do something with these probably to get to the next section. Yes, Philips CDI games are hilarious to just watch. Playing them is torture. Alright, so we're near the top actually. So first, let's go into this room before we go to the very top here. Oh, Z64's here. Hey, thank you very much for coming. I love your maps. I love everything I've done with them on my channel too. You're amazing. Please keep doing this stuff. I love you, man. And I have a Discord server. I'm gonna post it at the end of this. I have it already on my channel somewhere. But yeah, Z64's here, the guy who made this very ROM hack here of all the overdumps here. He's amazing. Check his YouTube channel out. I'll put it in the description after this video. But yeah, right now I went to that room and we come to this ledge here. So what we can see is that there's something that was supposed to lead us down here, probably an elevator or something. But yeah, going here though, and going through this door takes us to the room that had this other door here, the one where I think there was going to be a torch to light this stuff up. Well, people have asked for new discoveries with these maps. There's been some people exploring the actors or objects of this map and seeing what was going on in regards to these maps and like puzzles and whatever, enemy placements. And some have even pieced together some of these. And it's, in my opinion, going pretty well with some of these. So we've been seeing like the fact that the Lost Woods, which we'll look later, had a ton of trees on there. I found that out personally, by the way, not to toot my horn. But yeah, we're at the very top here. So based on the shadow I'm seeing here, there's obviously a treasure chest. And I know this because I looked in a level editor to find this. So yeah, we're at the top. Some people theorize that maybe Navi is in here and you open the chest up and you get her. I theorize there could be a key to lead into the boss room that's downstairs. Maybe Navi was in another room. I am not sure. But because these treasure chests, even the level editor won't tell us. So to get downstairs, normally we would have to take that elevator shaft I told you about earlier. However, since I have a crap ton of health, I just really wanted to do that. Yeah, and the elevator shaft was gonna go from there. Okay, not there, but where was that elevator shaft? Yeah, we're gonna go to the boss room. I'll show the elevator shaft when I get to the elevator shaft. Yeah, the elevator shaft was going to be, I believe, on top of there, and you're supposed to take it down, I think, to here normally, or somewhere around there. My mistake. It was there. This is where it was, because it's directly above where the boss room is going to be. Like right there, from the top to here. Probably supposed to activate that room right below the big treasure chest at the top. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's just... Okay, Z64 is asking, have you had a chance to see the beta restoration by Mr. Cheese with actor been implemented? We've had that out soon. Yeah, I've looked at it. I follow him on Twitter, so I have seen it. And yeah, if it's out, I'll definitely play it right away, Z64. Yeah, so yeah, we're now going underground. This is where the boss room is, and like the original game, you're supposed to go underground here. Which, yeah, just a few blocks down, not much. But as we can see, there's like a ledge up here. Maybe there's some treasure chest over here. But yeah, Z64 has said that he and Mr. Cheese, who's doing some of the actor renditions of this dungeon, are to be released in the future potentially. So I'll do a playthrough of that too whenever it's released to see all the puzzles and funness of it. So yeah, we're now in the boss room with Goma. Well, no Goma in this because this is just a flat map, but yeah, it's pretty much the exact same map. Behind you, it would lock up too, like the original games is, I think, the exact same map. I don't think there is much more to it, and it's pretty damn dark too, like normal. So yeah, we're done the Great Deku Trees beta version. It's very different. Goma's here, or supposed to be here, or we could just say this is before Goma was supposed to be here. So let's get out of this and try a different map now. Alright, so yeah, we tried a dungeon. Let's try our regular map. Let's go to the beta version of Kakariko Village as Adult Link, because at this stage I think Adult Link will be here. And I'm hoping actors get added. Alright, I was going to go into Kakariko Village, but it seems to have teleported me to Lake Hylia instead. So we're doing Lake Hylia. I don't know why that happened. That was a weird take. But yeah, this is a very long field to walk, by the way, here, because this was from stage 2 of development, which is very old and was going to be on the 64 DD, and that could run bigger maps altogether. But yeah, we're now almost at the opening of Lake Hylia, right over here. When looking into the code, there is still a variety of old stuff left over that will be implemented in our restoration project, said Z64ME, which is good because of the fact that that means we're getting a restoration project done to the best of their abilities. So yeah, we're at the beta version of Lake Hylia here. It was a very long walk. I don't think it was necessarily should have been that long, but yeah, I mean this house was seen in some of the older beta screenshots, which was there with a girl here and some, I think, chicken as well. You can't enter this house just in case you're curious. And there's a dock over here, which apparently has an exit and an actor here, which if you go to that exit, it will take you somewhere else. Some believe maybe this is where Jabu Jabu originally was, but we'll see. Can I post a link to my patch that restores the scene? If you want, but everyone, it's under your discretion to enter links here, because who knows what people will post. Not accusing people of posting any bad stuff, but you always can't be too careful. And yeah, there was someone named Arya here, which, ooh, we're gonna have the restoration of that here too. But yeah, there's this path at the side of Lake Hylia. I don't know where it goes. It makes sense to go to Gerudo Valley, since this would be the normal path to it. But consider we don't have another path to the fisherman's, the fishing pond. This could also be there on its way to the Grudo Valley. I'm not sure. There is a model that looks like Arya in the beta code of the normal game too, actually. But it looks incomplete from what I remember. But yeah, if we look here, this is from an older stage in the Great Deku Trees that we saw. The textures look different, they're older. Keep an eye on these textures when we go for other maps too. But yeah, this will lead to pretty much nothing if I keep going over here. And wow, almost 100 people? Heck, there was a time when I used to live stream and I got 0 people. This is an amazing step up. I used to not live stream at all because of that. But yeah, by the way, notice that wiggle at the end of this texture shows how unfinished this is. But yeah, you're supposed to pretty much teleport at this point anyways, so not like that wiggle would have been seen. But notice how at the distance the map is not fully rendering. That's because the N64 normally would not be able to handle that. It requires more power like the 64DD. But yeah, this is pretty much it to this map here. So let's go on to another map here. There. Okay, I pressed Kakariko Village and it happens. I don't know why. So let's try this Child Link. Maybe that'll work better. Okay, it doesn't. So yeah, we'll figure that out after. Let's do Dodongo's Cavern instead. Alright, here we are, Dodongo's Cavern, the beta version. It's different to an extent here. Yeah, I mean, it's actually a good deal different. I mean, none of the doors are rendered here. Some are made here just so we could go into the next room, but all the blocks are that you would bomb something are not here. And yeah, we got the lava still here too. Yeah, jumping down, we got no way of really going upstairs, so let's levitate back up. But yeah, here, let's look at the major differences first of this room. Going up here, because we can. We got all these platforms here that were never originally there, along with this side platform over here. And yeah, the mouth of the Great Dodongo's dungeon is here too, so it's like the 3rd or 4th stage of development, I would say. I'm glad you like the Mario 64 unused content videos I made. I might make more eventually if I can find more Mario 64, because some have asked me to make more, but I'm out of Mario 64 content at the moment, until maybe more is leaked or I can think of something else. But yeah, let's go and look at some of these rooms. Let's levitate to actually find some of these rooms. And, okay, opening this door up. Okay, so the first room we're in is this blue room. I think this is in the final version. I remember this blue room having smaller Dodongos in here. Those dinosaur-looking alligator creatures. But yeah, nothing too much here. But here, there's a big difference with this very room here, actually. Ian and Girl be the other version of Mario. It's possible because they came up with these simple names in the early part of development. Alright, so this is a hallway that was never here with the blue room originally. To the side, originally I think caved off here. But this goes to a whole other area actually when you go through it. And these brick walls are actually pretty old texture actually from stage 2. And hello, new user to this channel. I have a lot of stuff you should watch. I recommend it. And yeah, 64DD flopped, but that's Nintendo's fault for making it so expensive and making it add-on. Okay, next room. Alright, this room was in the final game, I believe. I think there was a treasure chest on top of here. Yeah, not much more here. Moving forward. I mean, we found Super Mario 64 beta just a few months ago. But there was a lot of stuff on there. I covered it on my channel if you guys want to check it out. I'd say after this video, that is. But yeah, this is the room where you fight those 2 lizard foes. I don't see too much difference off the top of my head. Nothing particular. Maybe there's something I can't tell right now. Moving forward here. Alright, and yeah, this stream is about exploring these new Zelda 64 maps that were found in this old F-Zero development cart. And this a lot of developmental beta maps that were found actually that were never seen in the public or seen just in screenshots. But yeah, and I'm covering all the maps here for it, so enjoy everyone. So yeah, here this hallway is pretty similar to the final versions too. It's swung. I am not sure if the colors are different. I don't remember so well. But we'll get back to the main area in a moment to explore another side of the map here. And yeah, I want to make a Majora's Mask stuff eventually. It will be after I finish all of Ocarina of Time, which I have a few more videos still for it. But I still gotta also do one Zelda video too. Yeah, I got an Zelda video I planned actually, which covers what we know about Zelda. But yeah, let's go to the other side of the map here and see what's here too. I mean, Nintendo officially released Zelda in the form of Master Quest, because Master Quest contains the remixed maps of it, which realistically is what they got done. And some of the other stuff, as shown with the Giga Leaks, was basically shown to be a part of Majora's Mask actually. 2 maps of it, which I do want to cover in that Zelda video I want to make eventually. But yeah, now we're in this room, which is similar to what we got in the final game. I think there was an elevator shaft that went up, I think. But yeah, let's go up here, because we don't have no elevator. It normally would go up here and up here. And normally I remember vividly there was a golden Skulltilla here, because I hunted for everything. I remember them by heart. Yeah, some of the textures definitely are muddier. I think, let me just go back slightly. But yeah, that brick you see down there is definitely a stage 2 brick, from which you see in Beta Ganon's tower, actually. But going forward, let's go into here. Yeah, this is Dogless Cavern, beta version of it. Some are similar, some is not. Especially the main area is very different, as you can see. A bunch of platforms that were never here. The center platform is very different. But yeah. And in case you're wondering, the mouth of Dodongo is an item, just not loaded in this. And Zelda's dungeons actually are in Master Quest, it's just everything else is not. Like, Miyamoto said that, for example, footsteps made in the past would stay in the future, for example. That's clearly not there. Alright, and yo to you, too. Alright, next area here. Let's see what the upstairs of Dodongo's. Okay, so in case some of you were wondering, this is actually what was used in the area before you get to fight King Dodongo, but it's actually put in the upstairs area, I believe. So going up here, since we can only levitate, of course. And yeah, I feel the whole of Zelda 64's beta is unsettling. Technically, Zelda was a ROM hack because it was using the same engine. But yeah, we're now in the other bridge, in case you're wondering here. Hi, I found your channel from Ocarina of Time, this Jabu beta warp video. You have really good analysis I haven't found anywhere else. Thank you for your effort. And thank you for watching. I have been doing Ocarina of Time, okay, but one thing before that. I am going to upload this stream afterwards, so don't worry, guys. But yeah, I have been doing beta Zelda 64 since 2003, right before Wind Waker came out, because I was just into Zelda. Not because of Wind Waker, but because I played the Oracle games first, and I slowly got into Ocarina, and then this. But yeah, here's a room I don't think that was in the final game, which looks very different from anything we have. Textures are different and everything. And there's this pedestal here. I am not sure if this how you got here, probably a stone step or something. But I'm guessing a treasure chest was probably here. Okay, so we're moving back because we're now at a dead end. Yeah, originally in some Master Quest it was going to be Zelda, but some some Zelda ideas were put into Majora's Mask. 2 maps of it have been confirmed because they were found in the Giga Leak, in fact. The Giga Leak, Google it, I would say. I don't know exactly where you get it at the moment, but it's very hard to decipher. I couldn't decipher it. I had other people do it, and I used their videos here. But yeah, now we're going backwards to see the other end here before going to the boss room. So there's this other entrance here, which will levitate because there's no other way to get up there. And I know I'm saying that constantly, but there's new people coming quite quickly here. Yeah, we did go through the beta version of the Great Deku Tree. I'll upload this later so you can watch this later on. So this room was definitely not in the final version here. I mean, there's these things here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to light these. These kind of look like torch areas. But there's a slide here, so go in here. I'm wondering, I don't think you could go up there actually. I mean, link's too short, but say if I was to levitate up here, what would it lead to actually? It would lead to nothing. I almost fell, so let's go back in. Yeah, we nearly died there because it was a dead end. I am not sure what that would have led to actually. That probably has something to lead to. It was a trap that would instant kill you. But yeah, here's a hole here. It actually isn't a dead end here. So if you go down this hole, you'll go into. I'll show you just for the hell of it. So remember that Hyrule room with the with that side hallway? Yeah, this is where this is where that hole leads you to, and you're supposed to, I guess, get your way back up. It's a trap, clearly. Let's levitate back up because I don't feel like going all the way around again. Whee! Alright, we're back up. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of good fan remakes of Zelda and Beta, Zelda 64, which all got abandoned because they're way too ambitious. 131 now, actually, in people. This is pretty good. Alright, so Zelda is-ish Master Quest, but it's also not. Zelda basically used the map, you took the maps from that and put them into Master Quest, and that's basically what we got. But we didn't get the full extent of it because there was a lot of other things we were planning, and the Giga League basically confirmed there was more to it, which I'll cover one day after I finish Ocarina of Time's beta quests. Whoops. So let's go into the boss room, which will levitate. Okay, so let's go up here. The mouth is normal Simple Sweep, but there's no mouth in this, so let's levitate again. Okay. I don't think this block is naturally there. I think Z64 put it here just for us to be able to even open this door at all. Alright. Let out somewhere in the crater. That's a good theory, actually. Maybe it does. The crater has a lot of unknown exits. Maybe they originally, instead of going to the Great Ferry, you went through that ramp into here. Alright, so here we go into the boss room. So here we go! So here's where we fight King Dodongo originally. And yeah, I'm hurting Link a lot by jumping down. Oh, I still get hurt, right. The Giga Leak stuff were originally leaked from a guy, I believe, who worked at the IQ company that released the IQ machine, this Chinese N64 device. And they apparently got the source data for Ocarina of Time, which contained a lot of the beta stuff. So that's how it got leaked originally, along with Mario 64 as well, and a bunch of other games. And yeah, notice how the mouth goes directly to the boss room? Yeah, this is how different it was. Okay, we're done this dungeon. Next area. Alright, so why don't we check out the graveyard next, as Adult Link. Okay, we're checking out Kakariko Village first, actually, because I don't know what's up with this thing. So yeah, welcome to Beta Kakariko Village. Yeah, so there's a fence here. If I go up here, it will exit me, so I'm not going to do that here. But yeah, let's go. This is clearly very unfinished. It looks big, but it actually isn't that much bigger. It just doesn't have much stuff here, actually. And yeah, the Giga Leaks are from the IQ. That's why it's only the IQ-only games, both released and unreleased games. What we have here is a bunch of houses. Simple copy and paste ones here. No differences like the final games. Super simple. Clearly why they changed it. And this is from a very old stage of development. Stage 2, I believe. And I believe there's no screenshots of it too, actually. But yeah, there's just a few houses. Not much here, actually. There's 2 points of interest, which I'll show you. And yeah, Giga Leak was, I think, a resurgence of cut content. I came into it at a perfect time. I just got into cut content videos again because I wanted to make them for a long time, and I did. Very coincidental. I believe this was probably like a mayor's house or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, we got 2 things we could do here. We could either go to what is the graveyard back here, or we could go to another exit. It takes us to a smaller version of Death Mountain over here. Yeah. My profile picture was made by someone named GG Marvel on Twitter many years ago. It's very old, and I like it, and it looks like me still. So yeah, I say check her page out. I'll also put it in the description. Yeah, tell her I say hi. But yeah, she's a really good artist. Does also a lot of good photography of Nendroids and such. But yeah, these stairs are not slopes. But yeah, this will lead us to the graveyard. I don't think this is mapped in, but I'll go in anyways and see if this takes us to the graveyard anyways. Okay, it doesn't. So we're gonna actually leave out here and try to find the graveyard itself, because apparently this thing is weirdly out of order. I have a theory here. Let me try this here. No, it does not work. Okay. Okay. Okay, this thing crashed. I don't know why it crashed. Let me reset this ROM. Give me a moment. Wow, it crashed. Give me a moment. And we're back. Okay, I don't know why it crashed. That was weird as hell. All right. All right, so we're back now. I never had a crash before. And all right, yes, by the way, Z64 is the one who made this. He was in this chat earlier. So say give him a big hi on his YouTube page because you could download it there too. Let's try the graveyard game. Hopefully it won't crash this time. Okay, it worked this time. Hooray. We're going to turn off the HUD, by the way, just so you guys could see everything a little better. Okay, good. There you go. Yeah, it's a ROM, but not a hack. Okay. 140 viewers. Yay. Okay, so welcome to the graveyard, a beta version. And no, I'm not playing this on the N64. The N64 could not handle resolutions like this no matter what. This is an emulator, and a lot of this stuff could run on the N64, but a lot can't either, because it's too big. But yeah, you need an EverDrive and an expansion pack at least to run it somewhat. There's actually beta items found too. But yeah, let's look at this graveyard here. Yeah, the spiral level is actually, there's two spiral levels. We'll show you the other one actually. The first spiral level is just regular inside the Great Deku Tree stage 3 or 4. And the other one is a alpha version of it actually, which we'll get to. But yeah, welcome to the graveyard. It's very different but very similar at the same time. Yeah, so originally this was seen in screenshots at like an evening time. Link stood here and fought a Poe, I believe, which, yeah, it was kind of like this here. Whoops. Yeah. I'm trying to press, yeah. Is Zell in this chat? Oh, wow. Ha. Nice. Okay. Thank you both for being here. I follow you on Twitter too, Zell. I don't know if you have a Twitter too, Z64. I would love to follow your stuff if you do. But yeah, you fought a Poe here, by the way, too, in the original screenshot. I don't know if there was more than one or not. Let's look at the tombs themselves, actually. Which, there's a cross on them. Nintendo would definitely censor this if this was in the final game. Probably. And there's this one, which normally you would play the song of, oh god, not a bomb. Sorry. But yeah. Anyway, normally you play these, you go under here and get the song of, the Sun Song, yes, that's what it's called. And yeah, but yeah, it might not be here in this version, I don't know yet. So let's get out of this, because this is it. I also love that sunset from here, it looks amazing. Okay, hello Zell. I follow you on Twitter, I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's go into another thing here. Let's do, I actually want to go to Hyrule Field first. Let's do older Hyrule Field, because we can. Okay, it messed up. Let's not do that. There you okay, it messed up again. And that was the water temple because it hates me. Okay, we're gonna go to a dungeon instead before Hyrule Field. So let's do the forest temple. Okay, it seems the ROM has messed up. I'm gonna reset the ROM. Give me a moment. I don't know why it does that every so often. Okay. Okay, let's try older Hyrule Field. Okay, it seems to be doing. Let's do a hard reset on this. I am so sorry, everyone. Okay. Alright, so let's do old Hyrule Field here. Hopefully it works this time. And it doesn't. I don't know what's up here. Okay, we're gonna go back to the Lost Woods. Maybe that'll work for us this time. And it crashed again. Wow, okay. I don't know why I'm getting these errors today, because I normally haven't before whenever I messed around with this ROM here. Okay, let's try this again with a fresh slate here. And yeah, the water temple just for me. It's my favorite temple in case some of you didn't know, actually. Okay, so let's try this again here. Come on. Yes, we're here. Oh yeah, welcome to Hyrule Field with the Spirit Temple music. I don't know why that's playing. That's weird, it follows over. But yeah. Welcome to the older Hyrule Field here, which is from Stage 2 development. This gate was originally found within the Giga League, actually. And, yeah. You would enter here through into probably the older Hyrule Market Town. Alright, let me turn off the HUD for you guys, actually. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's now, let's hover just to see the top of it. Yeah, I like the music of the Spirit Temple a lot, so it's actually a good one we were stuck on. So as you can see, there's nothing here. Hyrule's gone. Hyrule Market Town's gone, destroyed. Thank you, Ganondorf. But anyways, yeah. As you can see, this Hyrule Castle was fully 3D here at this point of development. And we can get a good view of Hyrule Field itself from here too. And it's amazing and lush as always. Looks bigger. They've done a good job at immersing all of it here too. Even though it's actually not that big, it actually looks big. Okay, let's jump down. Nice. I didn't get damaged. Alright, let's go to the side of this. This was originally found in a Giga Leaks, in case some of you are wondering. The structure of the Hyrule walls here, that is. Not all of Hyrule Field. I think I heard I heard some things were found actually relating to the collision of the Hyrule Field, but not the actual map itself. But I don't know. But yeah, welcome to Hyrule Field. We're looking around here, and it feels surprisingly complicated. A lot of hills, a lot more hilly than I remember it, actually. But yeah, let's go along this path here and see what's here. And yeah, there's no horse I can use, actually. I'm pressing the Ocarina to bring up, but it won't work. I am not only... And yeah, I wish Castle Town's beta was found here. That's like the holy grail of, along with Unicorn Fountain, I would say. Alright, so coming up to the side of here, and I'm trying to go fast as I can, but this field is huge. It's really huge. I'm going to show you something neat here, which some of you already know just because you've seen my last video. Yeah, I know, Link is slow. There's no horse too, because Miyamoto didn't want a horse just yet. Alright, welcome to this outside gravestone here that we saw in the graveyard, but it's also here too. Some have made actually a good theory that maybe this is what led you to the royal family's tomb, actually, and where you got the Sun Song, which would actually be a good place. So yeah. Yeah, the music is from the Spirit Temple, and it's stuck on this because there's no music found on this originally. So yeah, this texture on the mountain of water is the same as Lake Hylia one we saw. So it's Stage 2's map of Hyrule Field, actually. Hey, this is Hyrule Field for anyone who's still not sure. But notice this river system. It's a complicated river system that's going into Lake Hylia, actually. And it comes actually all the way from the Zora River. It's amazing how this map's actually so interconnected. And yeah, I'm gonna just roll just to get to some of these places. Just because this is a long walk. Twilight Princess versus Ocarina of Time. Dungeons I like better in Twilight, but I think Ocarina is still my preferred favorite overall of the two. Yeah. But yeah, 64DD was needed for a lot of this stuff. Or at least the expansion pack. Yeah, as you can see, it being so hilly, you could really get damaged fast. Yeah, this is pretty huge just because of how many hills there are. They were able to make a lot of deeper, taller areas. It's huge, and I'm just kind of lost myself, but I know kind of where I am. I know the river system leads to Lake Hylia that we saw earlier. We're now going southwards. Yeah, Stage 2, I think they were trying to make more of a map. Stage 1 is still a weird mystery, as we don't really have much of it. Maybe this was also in Stage 1, I am not sure, but the way we separate these is from the button combination. And as the textures are still similar between Stage 1 and 2. Nintendo released carts. Imagine how long each area would take to load. I remember the PlayStation one. I also owned one of those too. So yeah, welcome to the beta version of what I like to call the Lon Lon Ranch, which is horrendously small. We saw this in screenshots with some chicken around it, or cuckoos. None here, of course, but yeah, it was originally a farm actually, so Lon Lon Farm, where I guess they grew plants and probably had Talon, Malon, and Ingo maybe, or maybe none of those characters were here at that time. 158 now watching, yay. 7 out of 8, too much space. Not with a horse, which thankfully they added a horse, in which is probably a smaller map too. That'd be cool if we could fight Ganon here too, kind of like Twilight Princess. As I said, Twilight Princess took a lot of ideas from Ocarina of Time's beta, so maybe final Ganon battle was in the Hyrule Field. That'd be an epic battle. Yeah, Lon Lon Ranch was just that. But it was, I would say in many ways it feels natural for it to be in the middle of a big field like an actual farm. Alright, we're at the top of a hill and we can get a good image of all of Hyrule Field now, which we can see. It's not as big as one would think, but there's so many slopes that makes it look big. Because from the castle all the way to what is the forest over here, it's not that big actually. It's about the same length going here. I think the width is much bigger actually, if anything. If someone could actually compare the two and get a better idea of its square footage, I'd be happy. But yeah, it's probably bigger in general, but yeah, hills definitely are what makes it much bigger than it actually is. Here's probably what would lead to the Lost Woods / Kokiri Forest. I don't know if the Kokiri Forest existed yet here, but we know a forest where Link lived probably. I mean, with how much I've been pretty much jumping down these ledges, I kind of need the Konami code to work. Z64 animations. I mean, Z64 made this ROM, and he's pretty much thrown a lot of this stuff here for us to use into the main engine of the existing game. So hooray to him. And he's here too. Use fast forward by pressing F4. Wait, we could do that? Oh shit, we could do that. I did not know. Yeah, thank you Z64. I'm glad he's here. Oh, we can now... Yeah, we can now actually walk around here to get to everywhere and anywhere. Oh, this makes it 1,000 times easier. Well, hello Pegasus Boots. I miss you so much. So this part takes us to, yeah, the Zora Fountain, as you can see here. Z64 is, I would say, a hero of the community. Probably the modern coolest cool, I would say. In case you don't know who coolest cool is, he was a guy who existed back in the early 2000s of beta Zelda 64, who made all these tools and stuff for us too back then. But yeah, this, as you can see here, this part is similar to the bridge that takes us to Kakariko Village, so it's here too. So as you can see, a lot of the paths are still here. There's actually a path to the Guerrilla Valley, but it's kind of way over there. I don't feel like going back there, but yeah. It shows that they had a lot of this stuff planned prior, actually, too. And that we're gonna get a game that was gonna have all these similar locations to the final games, in fact. And that's the amazing thing about the development here of this game. They had this planned for a long time. And so, as the sun sets, I think we're done this very map here. So that's... And I love this silhouette of Hyrule Castle. It looks amazing. I wish it was kept in 3D, honestly. I really wish. So let's get out of this map here. Okay. So we can now go to New Hyrule Field, or we could try a dungeon. Let's try New Hyrule Field just because it's a good comparison here. Or not, we're in the Lost Woods. Okay, the thing's messing up, but at least we're in the Lost Woods here. So we'll look at that. Welcome to the beta Lost Woods. Okay, I accidentally exited it. Okay, we'll look at the beta Temple of Time. It at least took us to another beta location. Okay, so yeah, we are at the beta Temple of Time here. Which in many ways at first glance kind of looks similar, but there's some obvious differences. Like this warp pad looking totally different. if some of you watch my old beta pedestal, Ocarina pedestal, this is probably a stage before that, and then they brought that in before they brought on the final one. I am not sure if the windows in any ways are different from first glance, I can't remember. But I think the main thing here is that the Door of Time is different and the Hyrule Triforce is more of a low rule Triforce here actually. Meaning this game takes place in low rule. I know low rule didn't exist, but it's a fun joke I like to keep making. Yeah, so yeah, welcome to low rule where beta Zelda 64 exists and it's all fun. And leakers of that world are throwing all this stuff to us just for fun. So normally, a fun fact here, at this stage of the game, when Link becomes an adult, apparently the spiritual stones would have lost their powers, and once you did the first 3 temples, they would reactivate and then you could go back into the past through the Door of Time. As you can see here, it won't open up right now. And there's actually no Master Sword behind this actually in this stage yet. It's a room that's not accessible. I don't think it was leaked. It's probably upside down, probably unintentionally. They just probably did it that. Or maybe, as you can see, look right around, there's 3 triangles too. Maybe that was supposed to be just the middle of it. So a Triforce within a Triforce. So yeah, it's a weird idea. Probably why they changed it originally. Alright, so let's exit this map here. Okay, so I'm probably gonna guess this is gonna it's probably gonna crash on us in some ways, but let's see what happens. Okay, it doesn't. It's a Lost Woods. We're now in the Lost Woods. I hear that when the obsessive gamer becomes aroused, he loses consciousness due to his unusual size of his penis. Well then, it's some interesting information I learned. This is a comment, so yeah. So welcome to the Lost Woods, everyone. I love, by the way, some of these comments I'm reading. They're amazing. Hello. Yes. So yeah, the Lost Woods, as you can see, it doesn't render so well here. There's a big fog here, and it's a flatland here too. I was able to take this into a level editor known as Navi, and notice there's a lot of trees everywhere originally. This was cleaned out just so this could actually load for us, obviously. But yeah, imagine this, but everything covered in trees, like the beta Lost Woods that we saw. I hope someone can hack that back in, because I tried and my Project 64 could not load any of it, unfortunately. So yeah, no, this is not flatlands, this is all trees originally. But yeah, let's go into this little concave of a tree here, which can actually jump up it, actually. Is there a way? No? Okay, we'll hover. As you can see, the Hyrule miners came and cut all the trees down. And so the Lost Woods became the No Woods. So, yeah, as I was saying, this map has a hard time loading. As you can see, it just some of the areas load as you get closer to them. And yeah, it shows it was beyond the N64's power. Even though this is actually a Stage 3 map, maybe they were still thinking of trying this for the 64 DD. So, and it shows that this combined with the trees would have been a very hard map to load for maybe even the 64 DD itself. I am not sure. But yeah, this takes us to another part of the map. It's a huge map, just saying here. Really big, actually, for a more closer to end of development map. You know, deforestation, it's a problem. This is why the Great Deku Tree died, because no more trees. He died of a broken heart because of the Hyrule woodcutters who came in here and they made treasure chests from his remains. Anyways, let's get back to the actual stuff I was talking about, which was, yeah, I mean, from what I've been reading, the biggest map, beta map, probably was the older Hyrule Field, I'm guessing. I am not sure at the moment. Maybe that or Lake Hylia's, or I'm not sure. There are loading zones, actually. I just haven't been going to too many of them just because they'll exit me out of the map, and I don't want that, actually. Like, this here, I think, has one, because that's the end of a map right here. It might go into another section of the Lost Woods, maybe the Kokiri Forest, maybe Hyrule Field. I am not sure. But yeah, I've been reading the beta story that came with this leak, and apparently you were supposed to go through the Lost Woods to get to the Great Deku Tree originally. So you were supposed to venture through this maze of a tree to find your way to the actual Great Deku Tree, which would have been crazy tough at the beginning when you think about it, as someone who just started. Possibly why they changed it. This is probably one exit as well, maybe to Hyrule Field or Kokiri Forest, I am not sure. You know, the black sky makes this such a cryptic woods, I gotta say. So damn cryptic. Alright. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what this all is here. A lot of lost woods. I'll do a better analysis of this just because I could zoom out of a map in the actual video that I show, actually, that I made prior to this here. But yeah, looking around though, yeah, we can see a lot of vast lands that are supposed to have trees, but they don't here. Also, there's apparently supposed to be moblins here, according to the story that came with this leak here too. So imagine moblins this early in the game, actually. Crazy. Okay, we're gonna exit this map and try something else here. All right, so let's go for the forest temple here. As an adult. Okay, the thing's messing up again. I'm gonna do a hard reset. Pardon me. And yeah, this ROM is messing up on me constantly. I don't know why. It shouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna restart the emulator itself and just do that, because it happens every so often, as you can see. Okay. Okay, maybe it's because I turn off the interface. I am not sure why it does that. I mean, I am messing with the code by doing that after all. Alright, so yeah, let's look at newer Hyrule Field, actually. Okay, welcome to newer Hyrule Field. Oh yeah, we got a Hyrule Field theme in. I love that. I love this already. Alright, so tell me, do you want the interface turned off or on? Because I'm theorizing that me turning off the interface has been messing up this ROM, actually. And see you later, Z64. I love you for these. And thank you for coming. But yeah, welcome to Stage 3's Hyrule Field here. So, first off, now that we said our goodbye to Z64, the amazing man here, we got a bunch of different stuff going on here right now. We'll go to the Hyrule Gates first, because this starts us off here. And we're going to super speed there with this. Gotta go fast, Sonic. Alright, good. Alright, so yeah, I'll keep on the interface then. Just because, yeah, I think it's messing up my ROM memory. Oh yeah, so yeah, welcome to Hyrule Gates. It looks similar to the final games, but notice if you go... I'm gonna levitate it. I don't think it will teleport me. Oh, I can't levitate. Let me turn on levitation. I think levitation is okay to use. There you go. Okay. But yeah, notice Hyrule Castle is over there, is still in 3D. Yeah. So let's take a closer look at it, actually. By hovering all the way to the top again. Or not. It threw me through. Okay. Let's find a solid spot to hopefully stand on, actually. Okay, it won't let me. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, we can't do that. By the way, note, I love how you can now tell it's a cardboard cutout here of Hyrule Market Town. But yeah, as you can see here, let's go closer to it. Let's actually go physically closer to Hyrule Castle in full 3D, because this was not in the final game. It was a 2D texture originally here. Yeah, this was used actually in the Space World 97 demo, actually. And I'll get to explain some of the areas around that, actually. So as you know, this welcome to Hyrule Castle. It's horrendously small and you can walk through it. Obviously, this was supposed to just look 3D from a distance, not to actually be able to go up to it. But yeah, let's go fast again to get to the actual Hyrule Field again. Alright, so we're back here again. Or not. Okay, so let's explain a few things here from Hyrule Field. So Lon Lon Ranch is here still, but they haven't made the barn doors or anything yet, so you can see the inside yet. Yeah, so there's obviously some differences. For example, we got a horse fence here, and there's a lot of these actually all around Hyrule Field, because the fact that at this point Miyamoto had decided he wanted horses in the game, so he made horses that were roaming randomly on the field. And you can hop on and run around. Think of Breath of the Wild, except probably easier to catch. And you can have fun by jumping all over these fences actually that are around the field. Now, there's some other things I want to show here. For example, notice here there's this big long fence actually covering here that on the path that would normally take you to what is Kakariko Village. Well, there's two reasons why I think it's here. One, it's not finished. Notice how there's no entrance to Kakariko Village here? Yeah, it's because they haven't finished that area. Two, it's probably because the people who played the Space World demo were not allowed to go into those unfinished areas. Because, yeah, this was used in the demo for the 97 Space World demo. But yeah, you were originally supposed to be able to take a horse and jump over these. I'll just do that with Link instead. I'll jump over because I can't summon a horse right now. And yeah, welcome to Stage 3 Hyrule Field at nighttime now. I can't summon a horse apparently because my Ocarina is turned off for some reason. But yeah, you'll be able to jump over a lot of these little fences with a horse in this stage here. Alright, so this path would normally take us to Lake Hylia, as you can see here. But it is sealed off because it's not finished either. I believe the same is also for the Gerudo Valley. Let's walk up to that too, just to make sure. Along with more horse fences. Yep, Grudo Valley seems to also be fenced off as to not enter because it's unfinished. Favorite build of stage 1, 2, 3, or 4 locations or texture? My favorite build for stage 1 would be easily the Beta Market Town. My favorite for stage 2 would be Beta Hyrule Field. Stage 3 would be good question. I don't know what would classify as stage 3 at this moment. Maybe the Water Temple, which we'll get to later. But stage 4 would be the Great Deku Trees and sides. Alright, so Hyrule Field, it's pretty similar, so there's not much to actually look at here. But yeah, a chicken hatch from the egg. You were incubating. It's the miracle of life. Yay, we did it, guys. We did it. We hatched an egg that we'll never use. And no, we can't enter any of these other areas right now because they're sealed off. Oh, I guess one more area to check out is Lon Lon Ranch's entrance, which is also sealed off, like everything else here. So we're done this area, so we can move on to another map. Okay, let's go to the Forest Temple, because I've been meaning to do that for some time. Welcome to the Beta Forest Temple. I can't go backwards, because I'll go to the void and exit this area, so I won't do that. So let's go into the Forest Temple itself. And yeah, there's no music for this area. Alright, normally there would be a Skulltilla here, but there's none, because this is a flat map. Oh, and these doors are, by the way, have no collisions. I walk through them. So welcome to the main area here. The difference with the Forest Temple's main area is there's a big shining light here. I love this lighting effect. I seem to like a lot of lighting effects, it seems. As a guy who dresses very darkly, I like that stuff. It's weird. I'm weird. But yeah, I checked the level editor, and the interesting thing is the pose are still here, as are torches, so the same thing would be going on. So I'm guessing they turned off the lights here just because of the pose just being here, because, you know, I don't know, that whole ghosts and light thing. But yeah, the big difference of this area is that to get to Phantom Ganon, you don't use an elevator. You use stairs to get down here. So we'll explore Phantom Ganon's area a bit later. We'll look at the other areas actually right now. So we'll start with this left path over here. A lot of the dungeons actually not too different, but we'll still look around actually. And welcome back. Alright, so like this area. Off the top of my head, this is a very similar area. Not much here that's different. I think these lights actually might be a bit more intense than the final versions. I don't remember that being that intense. But yeah, let's go to the other side of this area, which was through the well here. I always had trouble getting down to... Yeah, I don't care about being damaged. I have too many hearts to care. So here's the interesting thing. There's a door here. I don't think there was a door. It just naturally loaded, I think, normally. But if we go through the door without loading here, I don't think it doesn't load the next map. Instead, it leads to nothing. So we actually need to go through that door to load the next area. This is literally a transition point here. A little development for you guys to know something here. Oh yeah, the temple was at this point the wind temple, actually. Even though it seems to have actually lacked wind puzzles, contrary to what a lot of us thought of. Maybe that's why they actually changed it, because they couldn't really think of many wind puzzles to deal with this temple. Or maybe they want to add more, but they decided, nah, let's just make it one. Oh right, you can't climb stairs for some reason in this. They didn't map a thing for stairs yet, so let's hover. Whee! Okay, we're up. So yeah, and the other side, which doesn't look too different. I'm not sure if these plants were this thick or vivid. Can someone confirm that? Actually, I don't remember so well. As much as I love this temple, I don't remember this detail very well. So yeah, our paths are, this I think will take us back into the main hallway. And I think there's a hidden entrance somewhere. Oh yes, there is, there's this way. I kind of want to go up here. I think I will go up here. Now, we have wind puzzles in Ocarina of Time. Remember the wind section of both the Shadow Temple and the Ganon's Tower, which covered actually the forest temples, which was all wind-based. So it's not that it can't handle it. Oh right, this took you here. I don't remember that was actually in the final versions. It's been a while since I did this temple. So let's go back, because I can't apparently cross those stairs. Alright, so yeah, let's go back. So let's go back through these doors again here. Oh, there was no plants. Okay, that confirms those plants are actually new there. Okay, so we're back in the main area. So let's explore this side door over here. Okay, there's no side door, but there's supposed to be one. Which this isn't, because there's supposed to be some other maps you could explore here. But I believe Z64 forgot to add a door here back then when he was making this. He's doing that, I think, in a new update eventually. There's a video actually made on to show what's on the other side, so check it out, I would say. But let's go through the secret entrance here, which is interesting. That this is here, it leads to nothing. Yeah, this leads to nothing. Probably a treasure chest here, probably a ladder here to get up here too, I'm guessing. But let's go through this one other door. Oh boy, we've been streaming for an hour. Wow, okay. Time flies. Okay, so we're in this cubicle section, similar to the final games, I think. I don't think anything's really that different with this area here. Yeah, I know. There's no door. There's a lot of red herrings, I noticed, because we don't... Because, yeah, there's not all the maps I don't think are here to load, actually. Like the spiral hallway I don't think is here either. Or they didn't finish it simply. I am not sure, because we only got half the maps, actually. Also, yeah, I'm trying to figure my way around this map here again. As I'm only half paying attention to where I'm walking here. Because I just want to show you what's here and not so much how to do this map here. Okay, welcome to the end. Which, look at this. This is going to be amazing, this door here. Yeah, there's nothing there. I don't know why the door wasn't even put there, considering there's nothing past this door. Alright, so yeah, this room's done. Next room here. Ooh, we actually didn't get damaged that time. Is this area different? I don't remember that area so well. Yeah, it's missing maps, so yeah, that's probably why it didn't load to anything, but a door was put there anyways. Despite the fact that I think the door should be there. Not giving you a hard time, Z64, but it was just funny that it wasn't there at all. Though it's pretty similar to the other side to the final games from what I checked it out anyway, so there's not much to explore there. So, welcome to the center area. You fight 2 Skulltulas here, I believe, normally. And I think you'd be able to go up there afterwards, but we can't, so we'll hover. There. Alright, so this door leads to that garden area. Yeah, this will be uploaded afterwards, so don't worry. This it gets auto-uploaded. Actually, I have it set on that. So let's go through this door. I believe this is where you do one of the Post Sisters puzzles, actually, where you shoot their paintings, maybe? Was that the other side? I can't remember. I don't know why I can't remember this dungeon so damn well. I remember it somewhat, but not too well. Oh boy, another red herring. I forgot there was nothing here. Whoop. There. Okay. Okay, well, looks like we're done this part. We're gonna go down to Phantom Ganon, actually. Or let's check this one door out, just because I'm sure some of you are curious about this door here. Come on. I gotta line myself properly because there's no ledge here. There. Okay, where are we? Oh, right, this actually leads to the other side here. I forgot. This door was important. These doors were put in here afterwards by Z64 just to let us be able to explore each of these rooms, but not actually connect to everything, because a lot of these maps don't work. Because like this one here, as we nearly died again. I'll be streaming for until we're done, is the plan. I hope I could, which could take some time, I think. So if you gotta do something else, you guys could always come back and watch it after, because those will be uploaded anyways. The beta doors were definitely bigger, actually. Z64 just simply put some simpler doors just for easy access for us here. And yeah, they were probably double doors, if anything, but why do that when this is just a simple exploration map and not the final game itself? Alright, so where was I here? Alright, so... Oops, yeah, there. Alright, so on to Phantom Ganon here, which we'll go through the door just to be able to access the stairs. Yeah, we drop down like this, and the camera's weird here, so give me time. And yeah, there's no collision on these, so I just jump off the ledge. But yeah, there's stairs to get down originally, no elevator shaft, and no rotating thing. So yeah, you could easily just go straight to Phantom Ganon. And yeah, nothing interesting behind these rooms, it's just those big block rooms. So let's go to Phantom Ganon. Alright, let's go. Aria is believed to be beta Saria in many words. Melon would make sense too, both being music based. But yeah, welcome to beta Phantom Ganon. It's a horrendously small platform compared to final games. Had no Triforce pieces to save you from his lightning. So if you don't shoot him, you're gonna get zapped in this version, I assume. But yeah, all the paintings are here still. Oops. Let's do it traditionally. There you go. Or you can just shoot. Fun fact, these... And yeah, if you're late, you can watch this afterwards. I am going to be uploading this anyway, so don't worry if you're late. But yeah, fun fact, these paintings were originally from a stage 0 of the game, I like to call. Yeah, that originally, it was going to all be in Ganon's Tower, and you would be able to jump through paintings like Mario 64 to get to different areas. They dropped that, thankfully. Okay, we're now done this area of Phantom Ganon, so on to the next area. So far it's not messing up, so that's good news. So let's try a normal thing, the forest building, which I believe is the Sacred Forest Meadow. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Okay, welcome to another massive area from stage 2 of development. It's huge, and the N64 could not handle this. Notice it's trying to render things behind it. There's trees like everywhere surrounding this area. Now, fun fact here. There was a whole rage on before anything else, my favorite Zelda game is actually Ocarina of Time. Still, dungeons and a lot of... It just felt everything was right. I'll make a video maybe one day explaining why. First off, let's get to the end of this path here, which takes us straight to what is this building here, which is the forest building. Apparently it has an exit here that takes you somewhere despite it having a door. But I believe, and many others believe, this is the Sacred Forest Meadow, and this is the Forest Temple, actually, since its outsides are also like it, a white exterior. So yeah, this is what it was, a very simple entrance here. Notice, by the way, all these trees here, and you can see the sky. Well, on Twitter, some people thought this was the sky, and apparently you had the sunset you could see, which they thought this desert sunset actually was, it was here actually, when it wasn't, because you were never supposed to see the sky originally. And I'm definitely making sure everyone knows that, because this was such big misinformation for a while on Twitter. Also, super speed, because this area is huge, and the N64 could definitely not handle this. But yeah, as you can see, trees all around. Anyways, other favorite Zeldas. I mean, there's not a bad Zelda game. I love them all. But second tier, I would say, would be Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask. Third tier would be Breath of the Wild and The Wind Waker. And everything else is below that. I don't feel like ranking everything else at the moment. So yeah, let's go to the next map. Okay, so let's go to, we did Lake Hylia. Let's do the Zora River to finish off all the water areas. Oh, well, we got the fishing pond too. All right, Zora River it is in beta stage 2. And with this creepy music in the background at that. The Zora River looks very different. And it's huge because it was going to run to the 64 DD, so they could make things huge for the sake of making things huge. There weren't actually that many actors here, or trees. I looked it up actually in the forest building area. Yeah, the Zora River was super simple. Walk through it to the end here. Favorite version of Ocarina of Time, probably 1.0. You know, with Ganon having blood. So, and that's the version I own. I also own the GameCube version at higher resolution, so hooray. And the 3D version with better graphics. But yeah, you were supposed to take these ledges up to go up this ramp all the way to get to the Zora River. Not much more here. And this is definitely not where you're supposed to go. So next area. Welcome to the fishing pond. The fishing pond is incomplete. There's no toll booth. There's not even an entrance here. Just all forest. Stage 3. So yeah, there's not even a way to actually get through under this area here. No fish. There's not much going on here, honestly. Yeah, this is very incomplete, as we can see. Okay, so yeah, we're done this map here already. Not much going on here. Gerudo Valley or another temple? Kind of want to save the water temple for a little later just because I like it a lot. Well, yeah, we'll go to the Gerudo Valley next. I was half hoping the Gerudo Valley music would play. I'm kind of disappointed now. Alright, so anyways, there's no new leaks right now, but yeah. These are the ones we're looking at still from the same leak, actually. But yeah, welcome to the Gerudo Valley beta version. There's a bunch more camps compared to the version that actually was released. So yeah, and they all have Grudo symbols on them, and the star and moon that you see in the game in 1.0 that was removed later on, actually. Yeah, you can walk into them. There's boxes too, I believe, inside. Not this one, actually. I think some of them have it. But yeah, not much more than there. But I'm going to show you the big difference here, actually. Which, when we hover over, and yeah, the river's still there below. Nothing interesting there. So yeah, there's two paths, actually, here. One takes you to the Grudo Fortress, as normal. The other one takes you to the desert. Yeah, you had a direct path originally to the desert in this version, unlike going through the Grudo Fortress. So you could have actually skipped the Grudo Fortress maybe originally, unless you had to do something else there. And hey there, hello, welcome to this. Each carpenter having their own tent, that would make sense. There were 4 of them, so 4 tents, 4 carpenters, and I guess the Grudo Private provided them one because it had their writing on them too. But yeah, welcome to the desert. It has very large cactuses here. I think this was supposed to be a background, not actually you were supposed to go to it. Even though the exit is actually very far in. Maybe that was my mistake, or maybe you could actually explore the first portion of this desert. And it's long. It's very long, as you can see. I'm walking for a while now in super speed. Whee! And it doesn't take you here, by the way. Just wrong entrance. In case you're wondering why these wrong entrances come, it's because the exits were changed in the final game. So let's move on to another thing. Let's do some horseback archery now. Actually, let's do it as adult Link so I could ride Epona. There you go. Let's summon Epona. I'm trying to remember. Okay, I think Epona's here. Yep, there he is. Alright, so let's ride Epona here. Now that I think about it, I think this Epona was actually loaded onto the map by Z64 for us to play with. Alright, so this is an archery range actually. Some people thought this was Lon Lon Ranch long ago, but now we know it's actually just an archery range, considering you would ride along and you would just shoot these targets here. Yeah, pretty simple, pretty a fun mini game, but there's a crazy amount of targets. Some of them were crazy far away too. Yeah, let's go closer so I can actually shoot some things properly. I'm a terrible shot, by the way, because I can't aim at all. Cause yeah, look at me, look how bad my aim is. Did I hit that one? I am not sure. But yeah, this is a closed-off area, by the way. I don't know how you're supposed to actually get into this area, considering there's no way to actually exit here. There's fences all around. I'm guessing you got zapped here just to play this mini-game by someone somewhere. But yeah, if we go into this area here, which is interesting, you allow you actually, the targets are huge and they are actually quite big. Now, why did it remove this mini-game? I'm not sure. Whoa, this wiggles. This is trippy as hell. Yeah, it's probably was removed because the field is just really big, but there isn't much going on in the field. I'm guessing it was removed because they already had an archery range, or maybe this is too complicated one, or it just didn't fit because you got zapped here and it didn't link to anything else. I don't know, but that's what this map is here. Alrighty, I think we're done with this map. There isn't much more going on with this map here, other than me just randomly shooting these things and going right through it too. So yeah, well, low texture as hell here. Okay, next map here. Okay, so we're gonna do the Beta Water Temple. Get ready, guys. This thing's is crazy, and I'm gonna get lost as hell, but this is fun. Welcome to the Beta Water Temple. So this is normally the boss room, by the way. But notice this, there's something that we started here for some reason. Okay, so this was called Zelda 64 in beta because they didn't have a name for it, but it was never going to be the final name, so they gave it Ocarina of Time in the end when they knew what they were going to do with the main item of the game, I guess. But yeah, going back to this temple, the water temple here is different. This is the boss room, no spikes on the ledges, and there's 4 panels that look like you could hookshot to, actually. Also, this water is very deep. I don't feel like going in there. But yeah, this was actually the entrance, actually, instead of being the boss room originally. Because I checked level editor, and this is where you spawn, actually, which is crazy. So boss room was somewhere else originally. Maybe you swam out of this water to get here. This would be the most logical thing, actually. But yeah, let's move forward to the rest of the water temple here, which is much more different than this room, actually. And I think I'm the only person in the world who actually likes the water temple. Everyone else seems to hate it, but I like my Metroidvania-like maps, and it's a very Metroidvania-like map. No, and it's not that they have the same track as a Great Deku Tree, it's that when Z64 pushed them into the game, he just gave them a random track to, I think, push them in. But I don't think there was music at all originally when he ported the maps in. So welcome to the main area of the water temple, and it has a bridge. Yeah, this is more of a palace than a temple in many ways, but notice, but yeah, it's like a Japanese castle. It has a big bridge going across, and let's go into the very top here by levitating. Yeah, it has this big top area here. I don't think you're supposed to go here, despite it having collision. But yeah, this has a huge Japanese theme too. We'll get a better look at it from the side later. Yeah, but yeah, going through this, this has a very big Japanese theme to it. Let's go to the center area and look through. Alright, so the center area. So yeah, you basically could climb up through all these doors to get to these other areas here. I think the water level would take you up there too. Fun fact, there's 4 levels of water in this version. It's a bigger map. So we're in the underground area now of the temple. And this is a very... I'm pretty good at Metroidvania maps, and I get lost in this version because it's pretty huge actually. Alright, so we're in this room. What does it lead to? A whole other area which we have to levitate to for now because we have no water in this version of the water temple right now. That was just a TV actually, so don't worry about it. Alright, so we're in this top area. So I have a theory. This might actually have been the boss room, I'm guessing. It's isolated, doesn't lead to anything. I can believe you could have stood up there and fought the boss. Maybe you fought Morpha up here even. I am not sure, but yeah. If that opening area was the entrance, maybe this was the boss room. It's very boss room-like. It would work. It would definitely work as a boss room. And I don't think there's a door anywhere down here either. Yep, one-way entrance, so maybe it is a boss room, indeed. Would have been an interesting place to fight Morpha, if Morpha was the boss at this point still. Okay, so let's go to this door here. Several doors too. Yeah, there's a lot of Japanese themes with these wooden plaques everywhere. Like right here, for example. But let's go through this door right here. Alright, so where are we actually? Oh god, I'm lost. Yeah, there's a lot of interconnected rooms in this especially. Like, wow, is there a lot? Ladders don't work here, right? Okay, so moving forward. This thing's a hell of a maze, I gotta say. I mean, look at this. There's like... Actually, this room's not so bad. I thought it was way worse. Hello, what's this? I bet you there was a treasure chest here. I wonder if this thing actually activated the water of this area. But yeah, maybe these symbols here activated the water originally, because I haven't seen the normal symbol actually yet around. So, fun fact, there's spikes on the floor that are 2D textures. Hold on everyone for a moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. So yeah, notice, yeah, there's spikes here. Yeah, I don't know why it's tier 2D. Or maybe they were just a placeholder until they added real spikes. I am not sure. Maybe it's an aesthetic, who knows? So I'm gonna show you an interesting thing here. Let's levitate. So yeah, there's a platforming section here. Yeah, the platforms are just skinny enough that if you're not in the middle form, you'll probably just hang off it to get to the next area. Alright, so yeah, when we were talking about the Japanese aesthetic here, notice these boards here? Just further evidence. Oh right, I'm going to show you one other thing actually of that Japanese aesthetic in this version of the water temple. We could get a good look at it right here actually. I mean, it's really foggy, but this is definitely a Japanese looking ancient tower here. And you can see how grand this temple is. It's huge. It's truly huge actually. Alright, so I think we're done with the water temple. Next area now. Let's do Hyrule Castle next. Okay, welcome to Hyrule Castle. It's very linear. Alright, so this version of it, there's only one path that takes you straight to the castle, except this little side exit that takes you to what is what would be the Great Ferry originally, I imagine, here still too. But Hyrule Castle looks a bit different itself. Shorter roofs. There's actually an emblem here too. It looks different overall, not that different overall. The fences are green in this case. The final versions I think were yellow, I'm not sure. And here you would normally go in here to get to Zelda's courtyard. Well, not much more here with Hyrule Castle. I don't think the sneaking section was in, by the way, with how linear it was to get up here. So, moving to the next map. Let us go up the Death Mountain Trail as Child Link. Alright, so first and foremost, this is where you would get to the Goron City, but they haven't made the entrance yet. But its entrance is still there, apparently, too. Alright, so looking down from here, you can see Kakariko Village in that beta version I showed you earlier, which is interesting, because this is a Stage 3 map, but that was a Stage 2 map that's being shown down there. Exact same houses in the same position, missing maybe one house, I think. But yeah, maybe they were going to go with that design before they did the big overhaul they did in the final game. But overall, it's not too different, Death Mountain Trail. But there is this wooden plaque here, which is interesting. Maybe a guard was here originally, opened it for you to get in, I am not sure. And no, I don't float, I jump. It's faster. So yeah, you get to Dogless Cavern here. Not much more there. Let's go super speed to get up, because a lot of this is still similar, actually. I'm gonna go to the very top here. I fell. Of course I did. So yeah, this part is where you would normally run and avoid volcanic eruption. Not that different still. Have you seen the Lost Scene entry in the entrance hill? Interesting. Ah, it was for... Yeah, I mean, I believe that is still Ganon's Tower. No, so that could have been the original scene entry for that. So yeah, we're at the top. The one difference is that there's no Ferry Fountain at the ledge here. I would normally, and only the Death Mountain crater entrance. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this map here. Next map, Death Mountain Crater. Love how Hyrule Field music plays in this area. So this area starts you off at this entrance here, unlike up there normally where you would enter with Child Link, but it's not that different. The lava, I think, is actually a lot more fierce and darker. But going up here, that's actually float because we need a hook shot otherwise. So I'll show you the one difference of this area that exists. Whoops. Yeah, this area, this path curves actually to get up here. Yeah, the dog oats. Yeah, this leads outside here, I guess, to what is... Actually, it doesn't lead outside. This isn't actually an outside texture. This is another cave. I think this is actually where the Great Ferry originally was. Meaning, you had no actual exit here originally. So yeah, moving back down. Don't you love how I torture Link continuously like this? Alright, so... yeah, this path will take you straight to the Fire Temple. Which isn't really a different entrance, it's more or less the same still. Whoops, not here, but... yeah, here. So we'll look at the Fire Temple next. So welcome to the Fire Temple. I don't know why we started this entrance, which is near the top actually. But yeah, this area is that weird stair chase you do to get up here to get your chest. So not much here. Let's go to the actual areas with beta stuff going on actually. Alright, so... now some of these areas, like these small hallways, I don't remember if they're the same or not, but yeah. Okay, here's our first major entrance actually. Major difference. Okay, so this is the maze area that we originally saw. Normally, you would go on this left path here to get around, like so here. And that's how it was in the final game. But, and yes, I did play Ocarina of Time as a kid when it came out. I was not very good until I got older, and I rented it. So I didn't play it again until after I beat the Oracle games and I actually got good at 2D Zelda. Then I returned and beat this game. But yeah, when we go through this maze, normally it would end here. But in the beta, the maze goes on further into these areas here. Normally this was all lava over here. And you had this fence that you walk along to get to the next area, actually. Which we'll go to just to see what's here again. Well, now, yes, you saw this stuff all in my last beta video, but that was this is more of an exploration video, a live stream for you guys to see. This is a... yeah, that one was more of a detailed video. This is more to explore with you guys, answer any of your questions I have. Commentary on anything I see. So we got this big area. Now, why they cut it? Probably because it was too much the same. They want to differentiate. Probably artistic choice, I imagine. Now this area normally has a lot of fire when you walk along, but there's no active lotus, so nothing's here right now. But yeah, if we... Yeah, if we move along here. Yeah, this is more in-depth. I mean, look how long this video's been running for. We're at 1 hour and 42 minutes. Yikes. Yeah, I was like, how old was I when Ocarina of Time came out? I don't remember. I was like 9. Yes, I was 9 years old when Ocarina of Time came out. Yeah, so, yeah, it's been, this game's been out for most of my life. I would think. Hey, let's go down this hole here. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the... which area is this? Oh, this is the boss room area, right. I think this is the area right before the boss room. I think. Is it? Let me see. Yes, it is. This is the room before the boss room where you meet Darunia right here, and he goes in there and gets himself killed. Yeah, in case you forgot, the sages all died. That's what really happened, actually, in case you didn't notice. But yeah, if we go to the boss room itself, it's pretty similar. Volvega's room is pretty similar, but there's like 2 pillars here. There's normally 1 here, and if you jumped on it, it'd sink. Here we could actually jump close, and this is actually closer too. So you jump on it easily, and you could jump back if you wanted to, making for, I would say, probably an easier battle. All right, so let's look at. There's one other major difference I want to show in this temple, actually. Yeah, I have my old gold cartridge actually too. Okay, so first off, this room, it's big steps you take to get up here, the entrance, rather than just simple stairway. But let's look at this very simple room here. Alright, so with this very simple room, this was a very complicated room in the final version. There's like nothing here. Yeah, normally there's a big bridge to get across, and I think there was an actor here that might be the bridge that's supposed to come here, as I saw in the level editor, but it's not here. I like the 3DS remake. It's this game, but better looking, so what's there to hate, really? They didn't really change up the bad stuff. And good night to you, too. But yeah, there isn't much going on here because this is actually a very unfinished room, I think, actually, even with that bridge that drops through. Because it's a big room and there's not much going on in this, even in the level editor, as I checked. So let's just levitate. So I think to get upstairs, you have to actually go up here, this big statue, and take an elevator that goes to this, where's that hole? Right here. This hole that goes to the next area upstairs. Normally it'd be a room that's right behind here, but that room doesn't exist. So this is probably an unfinished area. Yeah, it's the fire temple. No, the major differences, at least for it. So yeah, and let's move on to the next map here. Okay, so before we head up the Grudo training ground, the last temple here, let's explore these caves here. Cave A, which, if you look here, this is an entrance, obviously, to outside. And going further, this is another entrance to outside too. And I believe that this is actually a tunnel between Kakariko Village to Death Mountain, because the beta version because this is from stage 2 of Kakariko Village. This is actually a stage 2 map because of the textures, I can tell. So much like Kakariko Village's stage 2, I think I linked that up to a stage 2 Death Mountain, which we don't have here actually. So yeah. So yeah, there's much more to this map. Next cave, and there's 3 caves here. Interesting that there was a desert thing here. I don't think that's intentionally there, but yeah. But yeah, this is a big tunnel, by the way, we're in right now. I'm clipping through the wall, so we can see actually this is a big maze here. A lot of little tunnels to go through. This is actually, I believe, in Death Mountain because of the fact that there's actually volcanic activity below this area, which you can't see right now, but I showed in my last video. Now, when we go through this, and hello, new person here to watch, I have the full thing later. So there's an X here, which I don't know what that is. Maybe it was a treasure chest here. I'm not sure. But yeah, if we go down here, it takes us to this big area here. I believe this is a pathway, a little maze to take you actually out to the other side. And there's like an arrow to follow actually to go up here that guides you through it. I have a small feeling here actually that this was a way into Goron City originally. Yeah, there's an X here which takes you straight to a bridge here. Now we can see actually the outside, which we can see it gets red below. So I think it's the volcanic activity below. So I think it's part of Death Mountain's crater in some form. But yeah, this is another exit here. Maybe this goes from the Death Mountain crater as a bridge to Goron City is my guess. And that this might be a mining facility for them even. But yeah, this is just a big maze you go through to get to that X area. Look hard enough, you find a treasure chest here. So next cave here. Hold on everyone. All right, and we're back, everyone. Okay. So, okay, we're back, and now we checked the Temple of Time earlier, actually. But yeah, so we will not check that again. You could look at this video afterwards if you want to see it. So we'll check Cave C here. Okay, whoops. We went through the entrance actually here. Whoops. My mistake. All right, so this is a simple cave from stage 2, I can tell from textures. But jumping down, doesn't look like much, but if you look up, there's actually water here. So we're technically underwater right now. It just didn't load the water from top, which is weird. And yeah, no worries if you came late. Just check the video out later. And it leads out. Not much more to this cave. Very simple. Get ready. Ferry Fountain time, guys. There's a stage 3 build because we could tell from the entrance. But yeah, this is a very different stage Ferry Fountain. To get to the map select, just press left, right, and Z button. It's a shortcut to get there very quickly. Because I know it's a very long way to get back otherwise. So yeah, there is a the Ferry Fountain, as I was saying here, has this big fountain here, as a fountain should, unlike the final games. But yeah, this is actually similar to the Unicorn Fountain, but a little different. This is like higher and no unicorn statues. But I think this was built, Unicorn Fountain was built around this stage as such, because it's a similar looking fountain still. But yeah, the Great Ferry would probably rise from here, and that's probably all there is here to it. Yeah, I don't know, it keeps turning on. Okay, Chamber of Sages, let's go. Okay, Chamber of Sages. Looks similar, no sages today. Raul was probably asleep because it's late. But yeah, but the major difference is this is all textures and not actually 3D objects like the final games, the medallions and the Triforce is what I mean here. Also notice the Spirit, Shadow, and the light medallion all are of different colors. The light medallion's name I almost forgot actually. Yeah, then they change the colors around for the final version. That's all there is to this. Next map. Okay, so we're gonna enter another dungeon here, a beta version of, actually an alpha version of the inside of the Great Deku Tree. Remember we saw it earlier? Yeah, this is an even earlier version of it, which it still has the spiral staircase. And this is, you can definitely tell this is earlier. The textures are very different. Much more wood grain, I would say, but less realistic. Yeah, it's much more simple, and you can tell it's not finished considering there isn't much going on here. There's no side doors either, nothing else. Yeah, I know some people didn't put 2 and 2 together and think this was a part of these. This is an alpha version of the inside of the Great Deku Tree, so this is weird that they didn't, but this makes sense that it is. But yeah. Yeah, inside the Great Deku Tree's alpha version. Not much more to it. So let's check out Goma's room now, actually, which is up here. The same stage, alpha version of Goma's room, which looks similar, but the textures are different. The door entrance is different too. It's otherwise not that different here. Oh, and a blue roof, right, instead of a red roof. So yeah, that's it for Goma's room here. Next map. Okay, Stalfo and Stalfo B are just test maps, so we're not going to bother checking those out here. These are actually all test maps below right now, leaving us with only one major map left. The Gerudo Training Grounds. Here we go. Zelda is partially Master Quest. Master Quest actually used the remixed dungeons from Zelda, but not all of Zelda. So so it's partially true that Zelda is Master Quest, but not the total truth. Now we're in the Gerudo Training Ground. It's very different. It's completely different. In fact, as you can see, the entrance is completely different. There's 3 different exits and none of them connect actually. All right, so first one here. I'm guessing there's still some puzzles to do here to get to the next area. I don't know what there is to do here, but it seems all these areas in the Gerudo Training Ground have one major purpose, and it is to get to this room here. And I checked, there's apparently a torch here which you're supposed to light. I'm guessing maybe you step on these and they light up. I don't know what's the purpose, but maybe you were supposed to light all 3 and get something from the Gerudos instead of maybe it's still the ice arrows. I'm not sure at this point. I'm not sure if at this point who it was for, but I'm using it as Young Link because we're used to Young Link in this area, so let's go with that. Alright, hold on everyone. Just give me 1 minute. And we're back. Okay, so yeah. So anyways, now we'll go to path 2 of this area here, which, as you can see already, these paths are short. They're very short paths. It's barely a dungeon at this point. Now this, whoops. Can't go too far here. Now, this statue is familiar to some of you, as this was in the final versions as well as a part of a puzzle. There's no ground here but around it, so we gotta hover actually to get to this area. Normally you would shoot its eye to do something. Maybe you would still do the same to get to this door over here. Alright, then you get here, of course, to light up the torch as well. Alright, so now we're gonna check out the center section, the actual long section of this here too. It just flips on because of a timer. My TV keeps flipping on. It's kind of messed up. I was playing around with it earlier and kind of messed up with it. So don't worry if it does turn on again. Alright, so now the final area of the Gerudo Training Grounds here, which to some of you might be familiar when we go through it. It's not, and it's not the original Grudo training grounds. Remember that ghost Dompe you raced for the hook shot? Well, originally his map was actually this third path here. So yeah, you would run right through here. Which, yeah, normally you would run with Dompe to go through this maze here and you have to keep up with him to get the hook shot. But they used it here in whatever method they did to get to the end and get and I guess light the torch. And am I? Yeah, okay, there. I thought I was lost for a moment. And welcome back. Alright, there's a few dead ends here I'm seeing. But there's candles here, so we can follow the candles probably. As a Castlevania fan, I want to whip these candles, but we know that's not happening here today. But yeah, I'm trying. But yeah, this map is literally spot on Dompe's map actually that you raced him on. Yeah, and I've done a map comparison as well in my last video on it. So check that out if you want to see how different or similar it is actually. Oh. Is that the entrance or is that the exit? I am not sure. This is a maze. They did this intentionally. Okay, one way to find out. Hopefully I didn't circle around. I hope I didn't. I am going the right path here. Because yeah, I've got no map here right now on me. Okay, looks like we are going the right path here. Alright, so now we're coming up to the final area. This area is probably very familiar because it was pretty iconic where you follow Dompe all the way up here to get to the end over there. And it's pretty similar here too, where it would have been the end. As for what Beta Ganon and Ganondorf looked, my next episode actually is going to talk about that actually, as it's something to do with Beta's story. So stay tuned, guys. So we're at the end of that. Or we were. There's actually one room here. I am not sure what this was. Maybe it was a small boss fight here. Okay, and we're at the end. Light this torch and we're done. And that's all there is to it. So guys, this was all these beta leaked maps that we got here. We've explored all of them except for the... Actually, there's one more. There's one small one we're going to test here, actually. This is an untextured map, actually. This is supposed to have a pre-render here, but it apparently couldn't be found, so yeah. So yeah, this is the final map here, as we can see here. The rest are test maps, which I want to one day make a video on to show that off. But this is on maps that were intended for the game. I think this was actually for the Hyrule Market Town, actually. Oh, that's a good theory. Maybe the Gerudo training grounds were how you get the hook shot originally. Maybe you still ran with Dompe down there, and you got it through him still. Maybe he was a ghost of the Gerudo training grounds. I prefer a lot of beta maps where it's like the inside of the Great Deku Tree, old Hyrule Field, the Water Temple. Yeah. Apparently we don't have the pre-render meant for this map originally, so yeah, we're stuck at the moment of what this is. But based on what I'm seeing here and seeing the fountain, maybe it was a side angle of Market Town. I am not sure. Anyways, guys, so yeah, these other ones are more or less test maps. Test maps aren't really what we're looking at today. We're looking at the actual maps of the game. But we looked at everything. And this one is actually the Beta Ganon's Tower, which I have one with actors, which if you guys like this video, I could make a video just showing that off and maybe some other maps as well from other builds. Otherwise, everyone, this was a 2-hour run of all the leaked maps that we had here. But please subscribe, everyone, like the video, and I'll be back with a new video, an actual regular cut content video that's not a live stream very soon. So everyone, thank you for watching.